Ladies and gentlemen, Walawani Nidjuan. I'd like to acknowledge the people of the Darwell people from around this Wollongong area. We are here for the Decky Robinson Fours, the Calcutta. My name is Benny Two Shoes. I'm really, really proud to be here for this one. The first Calcutta I've actually been involved in, believe it or not. I do have the host mic'd up. I'm not going to do too much talking tonight, but welcome everyone to this very, very special event. And I'll take that off. We don't need scoreboards yet, do we? Where's my titler? Anyway, I'll turn up the host. Chris Smith is your host. They're over there. They look like they're pulling out some raffles. The raffles are on now. $12,000 worth of domain vouchers and lots of noise.
All right, here comes the first owner.
But here come the numbers.
And they will draw a very strong team. Deep, Mark. Who's team 3?
That's the team 3 Calcutta.
Oh, who is it?
Who's team 3?
Okay, Rhonda Fisher has drawn young Jacob Atkins' team.
Oh,
well
Jacob
done,
Atkins.
Rhonda.
One of the greenkeepers here. Good team of people. Where is he? Right at the top.
You haven't got a form like this yet.
So Rhonda,
No, I've got it here.
yeah, team 3 drew team 1.
Chris Blom has drawn
Rhonda Fisher.
the Curtin, Burden, Dunn and Chippendale team. Well done, Blommy.
Who's that, Chris? Blommy.
Big ride around.
Mr. Sheridale team. I'm not entirely sure. The view you're looking at now is the table. That's the TV that's above the presenters there. Big crowd.
Gary
here,
O'Brien's drawn team 3. He's drawn Rhonda Fisher's team, who's been in the money twice.
So just looking around, heaps of people here.
I'll have to yell out louder then.
So
Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry.
Mark B.
The best lead in the club, apparently, Mark Beaton, has drawn team 4.
Oh, here we
Of
go.
Jared Myers, the Shark, Hayward and Kingdom.
I've got a remote mic on Chris Smith there, the host, and he is doing all the talking as it should be and doing a good job at it too.
AJ Jollies, you have drawn team 5.
Adam's
A yell from the crowd, are they any good? Adam's yelled out. Chris Smith says, no, they're
Ed
horrible.
Burt has drawn team 6. Dave Stevenson's team with Justin Stewart. Dave is an excellent singer. We might see him up on the stage tomorrow night. I'm not sure who this is, but they call themselves the Tube Men. Who are the Tube Men? Oh, the boys from Dubbo.
The Dubbo
Well
boys.
done. They're big supporters of us.
So who opted under Lindsay?
Can't really see them that well, but you can see the blue shirt there. That's the Dubbo boys there having a bit of a yell.
Tube Men.
Listen, Tube men.
And here we go. I don't mind this. The boys from Dubbo, the Tube Men, have drawn again. Well done. Yes, and my mate Dale Fritz has drawn team Jordan Taylor, Daniel Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Some names in there too that I like to see.
Dale Fritz.
Pretty interesting to see. I've got some Husky guys here, some guys from my club that are going to be interesting. I'm happy to have an offsider sitting with me too. I can't see him around.
Scroll down.
Team 16.
Team 16, we'll scroll down and have a look who's that. They've drawn Austin, Evans, Blom and Wayne Lee. That's a good team to draw.
Roll it down there. Team 16.
Yeah.
16, yeah.
Who is it?
Roll it down, Angie. Roll it down, Angie. Yeah, roll it down. Oh.
Team 16 is
Darren Humphries.
Darren Humphries. Sealer Fridge
Humphreys,
King and
Harding.
Morris
Oh.
Luckle. Well done.
And I will just give a shout out to the teams on the right there as they're talking. Total Tools,
Do we have a
Solar Help,
Penny here?
Domain,
Penny?
L&Co.
No one knows who Penny is? Well, Penny, whoever you
Travel
are,
TSS. Thanks everyone
you've
for
joined the
joining us.
Mullen, Webber and Hutchinson team. Oh, there's Penny over there in the corner. Well done.
And thanks for sponsoring this amazing weekend.
Sitting with John Green's table. All right, here we go. Team 8.
Hang on, just wait a minute.
Wait on.
That was team 11. Penny. Just talk Penny. I'll get it. I don't know. Hands by Penny. I'll get another in a minute.
Team 8. The Showfield.
No. Move back up, Ash. Move up. Team 12.
No, Team 8.
No, we're up to team 12.
Team
Oh.
8. Team 8 drew Team 12.
Bit of confusion in the front. Some of the teams have got their draws in. They're getting pulled out of the barrel here.
I'm loving this one. Billy Owen. Billy Owen, you have drawn me. We'll talk later, Billy. Yes, he has.
Oh, you beauty. Billy Owen. It's got our
Billy
mate
Owen
Chris
to the
Smith,
front.
our host.
Billy Owen. Holy hell. The boys from Dubbo again, the Tube Men.
Tube men are up again.
Well
The lads from
done.
Dubbo.
Coming all the way from
Good on
Dubbo.
them.
I'm glad you've got a few teams up there.
All right. I've been joined by a co-host. We're not going to be talking too much, but I'll just turn him up and get you to introduce yourself, mate. Welcome.
This is a good one. Steve Spride.
I can't hear you.
That's
Steve
okay.
Spride.
That's all right.
I know
My
you're not here,
headset's
but
a little
you'll
bit different to
draw
yours, but that's more than fine. You'll be able to hear me next year. But welcome. We are some good teams on the
Team
card
15,
here, mate.
Breesley, Payne,
There's some great teams today.
Barnes and Stanford.
So I'll just turn Chris down a bit. Just we can see him going up on the board there. But how about this? Big spread of teams coming from everywhere for this fantastic tournament. What can you tell us about? Oh, you're on there too. Is that you?
Oh, yes, I actually managed to sneak in, being one of the few Kiwis that can sneak into an Australian competition.
Oh, that's magic.
That comes down to my background with being at Ferry Meadow with the McPhersons, so I'm very lucky to be here.
That's brilliant. I'm really glad you're here with us, mate, for the start of this, what is a fantastic tournament, the Decky Robinson Memorial Weekend, part of Decky Robinson Day at the end of NAIDOC Week here at Wisemans Park, Wollongong Bowling Club. And we're just watching the Calcutta go through. The names are being drawn as we speak, and the teams are being allocated to those names, or those names are being allocated to those teams.
Is there Rob T in the house? Rob T.
Rod T has drawn that one.
That's Mark Crossingham drawing the barrel there.
Yeah, he sits out there.
Okay, we know who he is. He's drawing Parksy.
So we're about to find out who gets you, mate.
Ange Kerr, Robert Kerr, Mr. Parks. So we've got Corrimal combination.
Some yelling from the VIP tables there.
I'm sure Mark Cadder's going to be coming over trying to do a deal with you soon.
So I'll just turn our host back up, and you won't hear much from us. We'll just let these names go through.
Good, Matt Soldy, he was one of the sponsors last year. He'll be outside.
So a lot of names on there I actually recognise. Belotti's a good name that I recognise there. Billy McKenna on that team as well.
Penny, you've done it again. Penny. And you've drawn a good team as well. Simon Gay Lightly, Brian.
How's that?
So you've both drawn Bellotti, Mackie, McKenna and Clifford.
I hear plenty of the...
Yeah, that's what you should hear. Okay. Yep, that's good. So Penny got the Belotti team.
I'll come and see you in a minute.
Team 13. Who's Team 13?
Team 13 is you. Oh.
Oh, could you believe it, eh? I've drawn Jacko and Brian Hood.
He's going to draw it himself out.
I'm pretty happy about that one.
some things happen in life, and that just happened to Chris Smith, drawing Simon Golightly, the president.
I'll just let you know, Jacko
and
was
also
the
Jacko.
singles winner and major pairs winner here at our club last year. So I'm expecting him to go for a lot of money. I'll make sure it does. Team 36.
So that's Team 36.
Corey Thompson and the boys from Albion Park Eagles. Well done, boys.
Very strong team here with Corey Thompson skipping.
And they've drawn
one of our New
Shane
South Wales
Pascoe's
bowlers.
team.
And they've drawn a...
Here comes a solid outfit.
Another
You
good
probably
team.
want to get onto these guys.
Pipers, who's next?
Paul Gaffney, my next door neighbour.
So,
He's drawn the Piper Owen Collins at noon team.
Obviously, Chris didn't go very far, just over the fence to get this sold to
Popular winner
Johnny
here.
Piper and Billy
Is
Arn.
Morgs here? Well done, Morgs. You've drawn a team. You've drawn the Patch Lewis team. No, you haven't. You're drawing E. Owen cricket. I'm being a bit quick, aren't I? Sorry. Amherst Owen. Cooper McMullen, are you in the house? Well done, Cooper.
For those of you listening, Chris Smith is a very
You're drawing a
heavy
good team
racing
there. Patch
enthusiast.
played
That's
ones
why he's
for
rushing
Warilla
through
last
these
year.
very quickly. I think he fancies himself as a caller.
well, he's dressed up for the occasion. I can
Oh,
tell you now.
popular winner this one. Jakey Barnes and Chris Smith.
Oh my God. This should have been given away.
So what happens after this? There's the draw
Yes.
of these kids' names. Do they then get to sell them? Is that the
Thanks for
next
clapping on that one.
This is the most money that you can
I feel like
join
I'm
the
social
teams,
with-
but then the draw
with
for the
Captain
actual
Obvious.
games will be done tomorrow morning.
thing? Okay.
Obviously with money being spent.
Here we
you
go.
can't draw the moon.
Popular winner, Cole Ward.
Seems to be someone off some cruise ship, I'm not sure.
It does look crucial.
Cole Ward has taken out Matthews, Russell, Duck and Drew.
Don't forget the beers are cold up there. Just don't go hanging around. There's plenty of room to get to the bar.
Yeah, popular,
The general manager
popular
told me
club
to
here
tell that.
tonight. And you're right, it does sound like a cruise ship. It's as loud as anything in here.
Jay Dunn.
I only mentioned that because I think we have about 9 members or 10 members going on a cruise early August.
Oh, the lucky people, that's good. Now, I like this next team. Team 30 is my team. Local Huskisson guys. Paulie Goddard,
Is there a
Mark
Cooper
Wallace,
McMullen in the house?
Brett Camp, Matt Harding.
The second one, is it?
Good-
Cooper, well done.
good bunch of boys.
You got a solid team from Husky. They're a good team, that
Yes.
boys.
I can't see them here, actually. Let's see who draws them out. Oh, Cooper McMullen.
Another popular winner this one will be Bruce Evans.
I just show you.
Jason Cheadle, one of the best leads in the Illawarra. He'll be skipping
This is
this
a great
team.
club, by the way.
Well done getting Jace. He'll go for a lot.
There's the two Anges.
One Ange.
Here we
one
go,
Chanel.
ex-platinum
Oh, sorry,
player
apologies.
Chris
Jason
Green
Cheadle's
has drawn
Oh, I'm sorry. There.
And there's the other
There's the
Ange.
other Ange. Sorry.
Adam
Red
Cochran
tops.
from Dubbo. Well done, Chris.
So they pretty much have organised this as well, and they're the ones I've been dealing with. Brilliant people. Gas Polo shirt. We'll just swoop around, as I said, just to show you that everyone's up and about here. You can even see our
Jay
ugly
Dunn.
blokes down here.
Jay Dunn, you've done it again.
And there's us, wave to the camera. Hey guys. But yeah, rowdy crew in here. And this brilliant club, Wisemans Park, Wollongong. All the way off to the left. The place is
Here we go.
heaving on this Friday night, in fact. This young
The new selector for us, Mark Katovich. Wise's new selector, Katovich.
And a thumbs up from Mark.
Did I get a winner?
Let's have a look.
These boys are from Cronulla, Team 34.
Team 34 boys from Cronulla, we just said.
Oh, excellent. Some
Paul Keating, he always
Some
visits
lads
the
that'll
club.
play well.
Well done, Paul. You've drawn the best lead in the club.
Paul Cootie.
apparently.
I'm assuming I'm that poor Cootie.
Wasn't he down at Canberra recently?
Steve Sprott again. Steve Sprott drawn.
I'd love to see him bowl actually. Mr.
Corey Thompson, that is a great win.
Steve Sprott, who's just recently joined Bargo, having left to Roger. That's a good pickup.
Here we go. The boys from Dubbo are really cleaning up tonight.
Oh,
the Tube Men again.
That's 4 or 5 for the Tube Men.
Yeah. Obviously
5 more to
very well
go.
up there.
There's plenty of room at the bar. The treasurer's giving me the eye, Captain Obvious. Holy Jesus. Normally this is Big Johnny Green, but it's Penny again. Well done, Penny.
Oh, Birdo's got another. Penny's in there.
I reckon he would be.
So this is a team which could be interesting.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah,
Gal
I know what
Shots.
he's done
He's
here.
one of the
Yeah.
New South Wales representatives. And an interesting crew with Sue.
Team 21.
Kimberley Heights.
Team 21.
Team 21 is Sean Bellotti.
Sean Bellotti.
Paulie Max, McKenna and Quinton.
Another famous name in bowls from Illawarra.
And he's got the
Absolutely.
girls from Canberra.
I don't know Naromi's here. What's going on?
No, girls from Canberra.
Yeah, what's going on?
And he's got Susan.
Sally, Sarah
Oh,
and
the
Gerald.
boys from
Came up for a
Spanline.
while.
Mother and father from Spanline. One of our great sponsors.
Sally and Gerald.
Thank you, Sally and Gerald. Popular winner here, Alum and Co. Alum and Co.
Celebrations from our right, one of the VIP tables.
Now we're talking about some real estate here.
Oh, yes.
Big Simon Van Bergen again.
Simon.
Jeez, we're getting some multiples in here. Some multiple entries, multiple winners.
Simon is
And I
one
want
of
to
our
thank all the sponsors,
local,
you know, VIP,
coalface workers.
Spanline, Good Works, Sealer Fridge, Domain Electrical, and
Absolutely.
of course, Alum and Co.
Yeah, got to go through those sponsors. They make these events happen as well as the volunteers. They had a brilliant club on
This is lucky
The
last.
last one. Zoom into the screen.
And this is going to be a great one. We need this guy up on the stage because he can sing. That is David Stevenson.
Dave Stevenson.
And he's drawn the guys from Western Creek. Well done. Everyone get themselves a drink. We'll work everything out. Give you 10 minutes. Get to the bar. Stoke up. And we'll be back with you.
No worries. There'll be another event, part of this happening very shortly, but that was quite a quick draw. He's gutted through that, didn't he?
Actually, he rattled through that quite quickly. I was quite amazed.
Just
Done a
turn
very
that
good
down.
job. But Chris has been an excellent acquisition to Wisemans Park. He's come and joined us from Bargo's, from Zone 5, being a representative and also an international player with Tonga. But he's fitted straight back into the old... He only lives around the corner, so it made sense for him to join.
Oh, yeah.
There he is with his... Actually, that's the other Ange. I don't know what's going on here. He's with a different partner. But being joined by Mark Beaton, who is... Is that Mark? No, can't quite see.
That. He's got his back to us. He's just wandering
Yes,
away. He's wearing a fig tree shirt, I think. So I don't know where he's from. But, yeah, there you are. There's the raffle prizes, a giant TV there.
Isn't that giant?
It's a huge TV.
You know, I had a look at that today. I thought, how am I... You either get rid of the couch. We only live in a 2-bedroom unit, so the couch would have to go if I wanted to fit that in there.
Absolutely right, and there's lots of prizes there. The raffle, I think, sadly has closed, but anyone who was on my feeds especially and around here knows about the Decky Day $12,000 mega raffle. I think that's coming next. They had to close it off and do it today, so we'll be doing that. And then we're going to go. I'm going to go get a drink because I'm pretty thirsty. And I'll just turn the sound down. This will continue. We'll see the rest of this very, very shortly. Thanks for joining us so far. We'll speak to you again shortly. So once again, for those just joining us, we are at Decky Day 4s, supporting the, in memorial of the great Decky Robinson and Wisemans Park Wollongong Bowling Club. I'm Betty Two Shoes, and we are going to see
he's got to go get a drink, get it now, because we're going to kick it in any minute.
Auctioning off the teams. The guys are just sorting out. You can see all around the place the teams just ready for this. Excitement building in a really packed and joyful place. It is loud here, I can promise you. It's not just over the microphones, it's in areas too. It is absolutely going off here at this club. Brilliant tournament. I've heard people saying best in the Illawarra. I'm going to tell you now that I think it's one of the best going round. There's Chris, the great keeper, was out working hard this morning. If you saw my video on my Facebook page, on the Betty Two Shoes Facebook page, you would have seen the amazing work they've done on the outside of the green. You've seen that as well, the painting they've done?
I did. I was very pleased to walk in and see that beautiful work that Stuart and Jacob did. Two very capable bowls in their own right.
There's young Jacob sitting down there. Just getting to give you a wave when I can.
You can always tell where the apprentice is. He's sitting down.
He did say to the boss this morning while I was out there, he said, I'd really like just to sit on a roller for a bit. The boss went, no. Clean up the gunners, mate.
And that's why you would have seen on the post on Facebook, there was a picture of Stuart sitting on the roller.
Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly what it was.
Quite a place.
Give her a clap, everyone. Seals Ridge, one of our major sponsors.
Oh, that's fantastic sponsorship from Darren and
Humphreys.
Providing
Clayton tonight. I was getting a bit worried that I'm going to have to do the auctioneering, and it would have been not very good, trust me. Okay, well, first team, we got off the park. We've got Jacob Ackham, Platinum player. Stuart Powers joined Wygoes.
Wow.
Craig Boudet, one of our directors, and Robbie Upton. Great place in Kepler. Here you go, Clayton.
There he is.
Let's get
He's up and about.
All right.
That's
the moment you've all been waiting for. It is the Calcutta. So if you want to bid, obviously the rules are simple. The better you think the team will go, the more you bid. And obviously we highly encourage bidding on your own team. So let's open the bidding up. Who wants to start me off here looking for an opening bid? $50 is the opening bid, looking for 100. Current bid at 50 on my left, looking for 100. 100 on my right. Come back at 150. Currently at 100 on my right. 200 bidding against yourself. I love it. You can come to all my auctions. 200 is the bid, looking for 250. 250 is the bid, do we have 3? 300 is the bid, do we have 350? 350, come back at 4. 400 is the bid, do we have 450? 450 there, come back at 5. 450 is the bid on my right, do we have 500? We'll call it through 3 times. Current bid is 450 once.
Your winning bidder.
At $450, I've got 42 teams to get through. 450 twice. Third and final, 500 is the bid there. Look at it, come back at 550. Bid is at 500. Do we have 550?
Bobby Pearce
current bid is at 500. Looking for 550.
Or 500.
First call at $500. Very good team to start off with here. Second call at 500. Third and final call. We'll call it through. Sold for $500. Great bidding. A great start to tonight.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen. So tell me about that team.
All right, we'll patch on to the next team.
Bob Pearce picked up, as he did last year, he picked up the winners with Matty Miles and also played with them. And he follows up by buying a very strong team this year.
And John Curtis and Winona.
All right, we're up to team number 2. Looking for an opening bid to start me away. Who wants to bid on this team? Take a bid of $50. Looking for a bid at $50 for Team Jesus. They're not very confident in this team, but 50 opening bid here, $50. Current bid at $50. Do we have 100? Current bid in front at $50. Looking for a bid at 100. Bid is at $50. Clearly not as much faith in this team as what it was in the last.
Who are we trying to pick up
bid
here?
Bid is at 50. I'll even take $10. Put it this way, 10.
Who are we trying to pick up
60.
here?
Current bid is at 60. Do we have 70?
So this is the
current bid is at 70. I'll get the. Can we just scroll the put the scroll down so we can see the players?
Oh, Curtis, Burden,
current bid
Dunn,
is at $60. Do we have 70? You want to come back at 70? Current bid is
they're
at 60.
They're a Dubbo team, so they're country
you
boys.
Don't. He's got the bid behind you. Current bid is at 60. Do you have come back in 70? First call is $60.
with Bowls New South Wales, obviously. It's good to
Second
see the
call
WA boys
at
down.
60.
Busy time out there.
Third and final, all done, all silent. Sold for $60.
Well, $60.
Oh, that's a nice
Gentleman
pickup.
here with the grey jacket.
It's not a bad weight.
The guy with the grey jacket, straight through, we're sitting down in the white.
Straight away. Half of what they go for goes to the draw. So Rod Fisher won $250 straight out of that first one.
Well,
All right, we're moving on to the third. Here we go, everyone.
When they pay, is it FBOS? They got FBOS to pay, do they? Okay, I'll let them know that.
Robert Fisher plays ones at Tawaji. Scotty Davidson is the son of the famous John Davidson, long-time member of this club. Rhonda Fisher and Dawn.
All right, so we're up to team number 3. We do have FPOS facilities, so cash or FPOS down here. Looking for an opening bid to start me off here. Do we have $50? Bid is at $50. We've got 100 over on my right. Do we have 150? Current bid is at 100. Do we have 150? Don't forget, if you put your hand up, 150 is the bid. Looking for 2. Current bid at $150. Do we have 200? Current bid is 150. Looking for 2. Don't want to bid on your own team, you sure? Current bid's 150. First call at $150.
You want to buy this car, Gary? Do you want to bet on this thing?
Second call at 150. Third and final call, all done. 200, great bid there. You want to come back at 250. Current bid is at 200. Do we have 250? Current bid, I'll even take a tenner right now. Current bid is at 200. First call at $200. Second call at 2. Third and final call, all done.
looks like Stuart Powell has just made the outstanding bid of $200.
Sold for $200, great bidding.
I was under the belief that greenkeepers didn't be paid that much, but anyway.
It is. You've got a bunch of the greenkeepers sitting over here, they're getting excited. Getting on their teams, good on them.
Maybe they've thrown in together young Jacob
We've got
and
the two
Stu.
tree girls. We've got.
Love to see that.
Oh no!
So let's
Sorry, I've got the
take
baby
this back
face
to the screen.
assassin. Jared Myers, Stuart Harvey, the Cronulla Shark, Clemmy, and the Welsh Wizard, Dave Kingdom.
Myers, Harvey,
Okay.
Haywood, and Kingdom.
All right, here we go. Looking for an opening bid. Who's got $50 to start me off here? Looking for 50. $50 opening bid. Don't all jump in at once. Have lots of confidence in this team. I can see $50 is the bid. $50 looking for 100. Current bid is at 50. Got 100 over the back. Do we come back at 150? Bid is at 150. Watch it. Is that a bid there? We've got to be very careful. Yep, they went down very quickly as soon as you realise you might have been bidding on the team. Current bid is at 100. Do we have 150? Bid is at 100 on my right. First call at $100.
This is amazing that they're giving you even $100
Second call
because
at
they come
100.
from all parts of the world here. We've got Dave
Third
Kingdom
and final
he's a
call,
Welsh football
100 is
legend.
great buying.
Clem from
150,
Kemble Heights. We've got
150, come back
Jared's
at 2.
mate. Jared's
Come
from
back at 2, we've got bid at
ex-Cronulla,
150, you're out
table
there at
tennis rep
100.
from back in the day.
Current bid is at 150,
Stuart
looking
Harvey.
for 2.
Not really, I just
Current
threw that
bid
in
is
there.
$150, first call at
Because he can't play
150.
bowls. Nah, Jared's a great
Second call
bowler.
at $150, looking for 2. Third and final call, going, sold for $150.
As I said, they drew
That's
over 42
Jared
teams.
Myers,
Is
the
it 42
baby face
teams?
assassin.
Yes.
They
All
drew
right, here we go.
over
We've got the
$5,000
two
last year.
girls,
We're on track to beat that at
Rusty,
the moment.
Julie
I'd love to
Beasley,
see
Dennis
that.
Ryan, and Debbie Moon. Great supporters of this tournament.
All right. If you've been holding that hand down, you're ready for a bid. Now's the time to pounce. Looking for an opening bid and offer to start me away. Who wants to start? Bid is at $50.
Victory
$50.
Legends here.
Don't want to start anymore.
So that's,
Bid is at
Joanne
$50
Palmer,
there.
Julie
Looking for
Breesley,
100.
Denise Ryan and
Bid
Deborah
is
Moon,
at
ladies
50.
team
Looking for 1.
From Figgy Sports.
Current bid on my right, $50. Do we have any further
No.
bids there? Looking at 100. First call at
The
$50.
ladies from Figgy are a very strong unit
Second
down
call at 50. Third and final call, all done, all silent. Sold for $50.
there.
Oh, that's a nice pickup.
I reckon
The
I'd be pretty
gentleman
happy
in
with
the jumper with his finger, yeah, thumb up.
Okay, here we go. This will be a popular team. We've got Dane Stevenson from Wheeler Place in the top grade.
By the way,
over there.
I didn't mean that the way it
And I have
sounded.
to say, he's an excellent
It's a lovely
team.
pickup
Hopefully
for a
we'll get
team
him
of
up tomorrow
ladies.
night.
Exactly.
Justin Stewart from Marilla, Richard Strait from Cocoyama, and Joe Anderson from Marilla.
So some Warilla teams coming in now. Dave Stevenson.
All right,
from
the
Warilla.
prize pool's getting up there
We
now.
have David
Over
Stevenson,
5,500.
great
So if you are
band
looking to
singer,
put a
back
bid
in
in,
the day.
there's a fair bit of prize money there up for grabs. So
Justin
don't be
Stewart,
shy looking for
Richard
bids now.
Statham and
We're here to
Joel
raise money for charity. So looking for a bid at $50. Looking for a bid at 50. Got 100. We have currently at 50. Going against yourself. I love it. You can come to all my auctions. Bid is at 100. Looking for 150. Do you want to go again? I've got all night. Current bid is at $100. Do we have 150? Current bid is 100. Bidding against himself.
Hook me up with this guy as my real
This is
estate
a good
agent.
team,
He's a
going
blast.
very cheap at 100. First call, $200. Bid is at 200, looking for 250. 200 is the bid, coming back at 250. Current bid is at 200. First call at $200.
Bucks for the guys from Warilla.
Second call, great bidding here at $200. Third and final call, going, sold for 200.
And we don't know who
Nathan,
to.
I don't know if you were just waving to him, but you just bought a team for $200. We warned you, we said, don't put your hand up while we're bidding, because I just took your hand up waving to him as a bid at $200. Watch Nathan quickly try and run out that door now, because before he can get out of paying for $200. We're going to open the bidding back up, because I think you didn't realise, once again, if I see your hand up, I will take your bid, and I won't leave until you pay it. And he's got plenty of money, so he can definitely pay it. We'll open the bid back up at $50 and see how we go. Bid is at $50. First call at $50. Bid is at $50, looking for 100. Looking for a bid for 100, bid is at 50. Bid is now at 100, looking for 150. Right next door to each other, this could get interesting. Bid is at 100, do you want to come back at 150? First call at $100. Second call at 100.
See who that is.
Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold for $100.
No celebrations down there.
The green jacket with a black jacket with the green sleeves.
Black jacket, green sleeves. There we go.
Oh, very
Make
good.
sure when you put your hands up, you're going to end up getting touched up by our
I saw
main man here.
Little French orgies are just
Now
went
this will be a
$100.
very
It's been a while.
popular one.
straight to the ATM.
We've got Johnny Green.
Now, we've got an interesting one coming up here with Johnny Green. Just
Johnny Green's congratulations
Wales
on making the New South
pennants
Wales game side.
winner.
You keep doing it.
Also
and you
into
keep
the New
winning.
South
Also
Wales senior team
just
again.
won the state #1 pennants.
Probably one of our
Well
best
done.
Illawarra
Okay, I'm going to hand it over.
players.
This will be good.
Although he has even played back with me
All right.
back in the day. I didn't play with him, but I was a Mount Lewis
Speaking of
Lions.
money,
We won a pennants
The man
#1.
himself, Richard's been in the Illawarra,
State.
John Green on this team. So
John did the same thing the year after.
Oh, wow, yeah. Johnny's a state champion and a New South Wales senior references there. So Michael Barr from Thirroul, Michelle Fellows from Fig Trees, a top women's Fig Tree bowler, and I actually know Michelle. She's a wonderful lady. And Grant Myers, so these guys are bidding now. We'll head back in.
200. First call. This is great buying at 200. 250 is a bid. Do we have 300? 300 at the back. Do we have 350? Current bid at 300 at the back there, looking for 350. 350 is the bid. Do you want to come back at 4? Current bid is at 350 in the front here, looking for 400. First call at 350. Still good buying here, I believe. 400 is the bid. Do you want to come back at 450? 400 is the bid here in the front. 450 now. 450 looking for 5. Current bid $450, looking for 500. Still a good buy. 450. First call 500 back now here, looking for 550. Happy to take a tenner here. Current bid at 500.
This is interesting because John always
First call
wears
at
some
$500.
spectacular sort of headwear, so I'm not sure whether the bidding is
550
going
is
for
the
the
bid.
headwear or the
550.
team.
Bid
But
up.
Current bid's at 550. Do you want to come back at 560? Current bid at the back there. 560 is the bid here. Do you want to come back at 570? 570 is the bid. Come back at 580.
going higher.
580 is the bid. Nice round number is 600. 600 is the bid. Do you want to come back at 610? Current bid at the back there at $600. 610 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 620? 610 at the front here, looking for 620. I will take a fiver even now. Current 615. Now we make it 620. Current 620 is the bid. Do you want to go 625? 625 looking for 630. Right, I was just about to, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say blow him out of the park and offer 650. So it's now at 650. Do you want to just blow him out of, just go 800, blow him right out of the water.
Look at him go.
Current bid is at $650.
So Bobby Pearce,
660?
he's gone $660.
$660. Current bid is at 660, looking for 670. 670 now, looking for 680.
So that's our man.
680 is the bid, looking for 690. Do it again, 700. 700, I like your spirit. You can come to my auctions as well. 700 is the bid, you want to go 710.
These lads.
700 is the bid. First call at $700.
That's him there.
Second call at 700. 700 in the front here. Third and final call. We got a bid now, 710. 710 at the back. Johnny Green, welcome to the team. 720. Do you want to come in at 720? 720 is the bid. Joy 730.
Well, I think he's coming from
Currently
the
at the
racing
front here at
side because there's no
720.
trotting happening at the moment. So
Current bid is 720, looking for
well-known owner of a
730.
couple of trotters. So.
First call at the front here for $720. Second call at the front for $720. 730 is the bid. You want to come back at 740. 740 is the bid. You want to make it 750. 750 is the bid. Goes 760. Currently it's 750 at the back there. Do you want to go 760 is the bid. Goes 770. Current bid at the front here 800 is the bid. Nice strong bid at the back there. $800 at the back. Do you want to go 810?
He wants to buy his own team.
800 at the back. 810 is the bid here in front. 810. Do you want to go?
Recently returned from Argentina and obviously didn't spend enough over there.
Out at 810. 810 at the front here is the bid. First call at $810. Second call at the front here for 810. Third call at 810. All done, all silence. Sold for 810. Great bidding, gentlemen.
Very well done.
Fantastic. That was great. So we'll wind that down, just have a chat about that. We had 4 different bidders over that period. We had, and a couple came in late.
They did. Bob started off around the 400 and then in came, I'm not sure of that gentleman, but John came in very late.
Yeah.
Bumped it up to 710 and
then straight through to 800.
800.
And got 810 out of it. So absolutely magnificent as we're announcing the next team now. So we'll just jump up there and have a quick look at who that is. So the next team is Schofield, McMullen, Sullivan and Pedron. So we'll grab the list out and have a look at them. Yep. And the bidding has started. We'll just have a chat about them to start with.
This is a Dubbo team. Yep. So they're all played here last year.
Yeah. Looking for 100.
Yeah, sorry,
just lovely, generous returning
players. It is at $50 here. We'll call it through. First call at $50.
They're great people. The guys from Macquarie Dubbo too. That's
second call at $50.
Awesome. Spent a lot of time in there.
Third and final call. Sold for $50 in the front.
Good.
Gentleman in the Tigers jumper, yeah.
All right, this will be a popular
Tigers jumper,
team.
he's always
We've got
betting
the
on someone who's
Elements
going to
team.
win.
We've got Jordan Tyler, who was the
Sorry,
number
the
24
Tigers
New
supporter
South
there.
Wales ex-rep. We've got Daniel Ellum, who's also an ex-New South Wales.
All right, so we'll turn that down. So we've got some good players in this one too. The Ellums. 3 Ellums and a Taylor.
Well, we have a lot of past Australian emerging players. We've got number 1 pennant players. They played for Wisos, they played for Windang. We've got an ex-New Zealand representative and a director, young Daniel, and the CFO, Jessica, obviously looks after Daniel, and then young Riley, who's the son.
Riley's the son.
But a very successful team.
I reckon there's some power plays in there, so hopefully this goes higher. We'll see.
Is the bid? Do we have 100? $100 is the bid. We'll do 150. Current bid at 100 on my left there. Do we have 150? 150 at the back there. 150 go 200. 200 is the bid. Do we have 250? 300 is the bid there. Do we go 350? Current bid is at 300. Do we have $350? Great buying at this price. 350 there. 350. Do we have 4?
350.
400 is the bid. Do we have 450?
These guys here.
Still great buying. Just ask Dan. He'll tell you how good he is. Current bid at 450. Looking for 5.
Big piece of lovers.
500 is the bid now, looking for 550.
Shane Pascoe's gone in with a large bid.
$550. Do we have? No, looking for 550. Currently at 500. I'm trying to rip my own team off. That's not very good. Current bid at $500. Do we have 550? First call at 500. Still great buying, I believe.
I want to see some celebration here. These guys are pretty
Second
happy
call at 500.
On the VIP
550
table.
is the bid. Do we come back at 6? Current bid is 550 now. Do we get to 600? $550 is the bid.
Flipping the bird, sorry about that.
First call at $550. 550. 600 now.
No,
600 is the bid. Do we have 650? 650 is the bid. Looking for 7. Current 700 now. Looking for 750. Current bid is at 700. Looking for $750. 750 now. Looking for 8. Current bid at $750. Looking for 8.
Can he do it?
First call at $750.
The boys to the right.
Pasco going to answer.
800 is the bid here now, looking for 850. Straight
Got
back
any more
over
money,
850,
Pasco?
looking for 9. Currently at $850, do we have 9? 850 is the bid. First call at $850.
Oh, here we go.
900 there now, do we have 910?
Oh my God.
910 is the bid, do we have 920? 910 is the bid on my right. First call at $910. $1,000 is the bid there. $1,000. We've hit the $1,000 mark. Looking for 1,010. There's a shake of the head, so we are going to call it through. $1,000 on my left. First call at $1,000.
And this is what happens in Calcutta. They're calling for
Second
more real
call
estate
at
all the time.
1,000.
It's just
Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold for $1,000.
Very good.
Yeah, damn yeah.
Wow, that went
All
crazy.
right, everyone, we've got a local
You
team
can tell
from
who the favourites
Wisemans
do that now.
boys.
You can tell who the favourites are. Obviously, there's a lot of money going through. I don't know if I'd have picked that at $1,000.
I would
Wow.
never pick that, but to be quite honest, it's all about, and these guys are great sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
They step in here, they're just going to have fun, enjoy, and everything goes to a great cause. And I think that was magnificent.
And it does
What a
go to
step
a
up
great
from the $50.
Oh, correct. It was started off at 50, and here we go again. I'll just jump in here and we'll have a quick chat about who this is. So the Austin team. So that's
Yes.
Heath Austin, Bruce Evans, Chris Blom, and Wayne Lee. All
Local
from
team.
Wisos.
All Wisos, and very good put together team.
The toilet and asked the guy the bid what he wants to throw another bid in, but anyway, we're 300 here, looking for 350.
300 on this
350
team,
is the bid,
local
so he
team,
wants
as we
4. Current bid at 350 on my left here. First call at $350. Second call at $350. 400 is the bid. You want to come back at 450? Current bid at 400. Thank God you're back out of the toilet. I didn't want to go in there to ask you if you wanted to make another bid. Current bid is at
Just a bid
400
on the way
here.
to the
We have
bathroom. Good
450.
idea.
$400 is the bid.
Chris would have been quite
First
happy
call
to
at
collect
400.
the team at 350, but he got outbid.
Second call at $400.
But they are a very good crew.
Yeah.
Third and final call, 450 is the bid there now.
I
Do
know
we have
Chris
5?
All young bowlers.
Current bid at $450, looking for 5. 450 is the bid. Do we have any further bids at 450?
I know this because I play a lot of bowls with Wayne and Heath,
Yep.
and
I will take a tenner here. Which will get to
I play with them
460
in
if you
the
like.
tournament.
And they'll go well.
First call at $450.
Make no mistake.
Second call at $450. All done. All silence. Sold for $450.
Sold for $450. That's a good outcome for that team as well.
Outstanding figures.
And then we move on to the McMullen-Weber-Hutchins team. What do you got for me there? Just played bowls for the money. That's your note you've got there. Guys out from Dubbo again.
We are 11, aren't we?
Team, it's messed up there, but it's McMullen, yep. McMullen, Weber and
Yep.
Hutchins.
Beautiful.
And they're already on the way with 150, as we said. Dubbo.
$150.
Guys
It
out
is
from
on my
Dubbo
left
as
at
well.
100. $100 on my left there. First call at 100. 150 in the front here. You want to come back at 2. Current bid at $150 here. Looking for an opening. Looking at another bid at 2. First call at 150. Second call at 150 in the front here. Looking for any further bids. Third and final call at $150. Sold for 150. Great buy.
Not bad. $150 for the team from
The
Dubbo.
West Tigers jumper.
And I'll just
West
go this
Tigers.
West Tigers guy again by the looks, by the sound of it. The next team.
Well, here's a pretty shady team coming up. It's Chris Smith, Jake Barnes from Wirrala. I've played against Jake at Wirrala, and fantastic young bowler coming through.
It's these guys, isn't it? It's the Dubbo.
Oh, sorry, I'm on
yep.
the wrong team sheet here.
That's it. So Chris Green, the great Chris Green from Wirrala Platinum over 40, New South Wales over 40s, a brilliant player. I didn't see him here actually. He's a good man. James Green, he's his dad from Albion Park. Troy Gum from Dapto sits, and Troy Green, and another boy from another one of James Green's boys from Albion Park. They play all over the place.
For 100.
Right, opening
Bids
bids are
there.
up.
100 is the bid now, looking for 150. Current bid at $100. Do we have 150? Current bid is 100. 150 over the back
I
there.
can
Do we
never
have
figure
two?
out the
Current bid at
betting.
150 behind you there. 200 is the bid now, looking
It's
for
just
250.
totally random.
Current bid at $200. Do we come back at 250? 250 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 3? 250 is the bid now, looking for 300. $250 is the bid there, looking for 3. First call at $250. 300 is the bid here now, looking for 350. Current bid at $300 here on my left. You want to come back at 350. Current bid is 300. Do we have? I'll give you 350 is the bid now. 350. Do you want to come back at 4? Current bid is at $350. 400 is the bid now. Do you want to come back? 450. Current bid at $400 here, looking for 450. 400 is the bid, looking for another bid now at $450. 400 is the bid. This is a great buy at $400. 450 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 5? Got a nice ring to it. 500. $450 is the bid. 500 we're looking for.
Like round numbers.
First call at $450. Down the grey jumper. Grey jumper. Over the back with a hat on.
Great jumper. Sounds like something I backed last weekend.
Looking for 550. Current bid is at $500 in front, looking for another bid at $550. First call at $500. Second call at $500. Third and final call. Sold for $500.
Shane,
Yeah, in
$500
front,
bucks.
just crouching down here.
Yeah, it's good numbers.
That is, we're pumping through. I was going to go and do a quick calculation of what it is, but they've scrolled through. But just on that page, just a lot of money.
The jacket.
So where are we up to now? I'll just turn him down again.
We're up to team 13. That's the Christopher Smith Wiseau's team.
Yep.
But it's not a Wiseau's team. He's stuck in Wirrala, Fig Tree Sports, and bloody Thirroul. Like, how good a crew is that?
That's amazing. 4 different clubs. Chris Smith from Wiseau's, Jake Barnes from Wirrala, Josh Miller from Thirroul, and Helmut Schuster is a solid lead. I do know that actually from Fig Tree Sports. It's hard to forget a name like Helmut.
50 is the bid now, looking for 100. 100 is the bid, looking for 150.
He won't be the one wearing a
Bid is at
cap.
100, looking for 150 now. 150 looking for 2. Current bid at $150. Do we have 200? 200. 150. 150 looking for 2. 200. 200 is the bid now, looking for 250. Current bid at $200. Looking for a bid at 250. Bid is at $200. First call at $200.
$200
Second call at 200.
for a mixed crew.
200 is a bit, looking at 250 now. Leaving it right to the last minute there. I like it. I like the tactics. 200 is a bit, looking for 250. 200 is the bid. Do we have 250? First call at 200. Happy to take 10. 200 is the bid. You want to come back at 210? First call at $200. 210 here in the front. You want to go 220? What's $10 between friends? $210 at the front here. Surely you don't want to miss out on it for $10.
That's $200
It's only
for
10
20
bucks.
friends.
It'll get you about 2 sips of coffee this day and age. 210 is the bid. First call at 210. Second call at $210. Third and final call here. Going. Sold for 210.
$210 for the mixed club. Fought that back down to 10s. My apologies, I've gone to the wrong spot. I'll go back up to the screen, and we're looking at another McClellan team. McClellan, Harradine, Burke, and I've lost the name. And Richard Dowse, I think
Yes.
that name's incorrect up on the board. We've
Rick
got the correct one here.
McKellen went through and won the mixed pairs last year with a lovely young girl from Dapto Sits.
And Luke Harradine also they're all from Dapto Sits, these guys. Stuart Burke and Richard Dowse. It's going to be a local team, so we might see what goes on here.
150. 150 is the bid. You want to come back at 2. 200 is the bid. Now you want to go 250. 250 over the back. You want to come in at 3. 300 is the bid. Now looking for 350. Current bid at 350. 350 is the bid here. It's looking for 4. Current bid at 350. Looking for 400. 350 is the bid. You want to come back at 4. First call at $350. 400 is the bid over there now. Looking for 450. Current bid of $400. Looking for a bid of 450.
He did say they were strong.
$400 is the bid. Do we have any
He did
further
say
bids
they
at
were-
450?
Oh, yes.
Good team from there.
First call at 400.
Absolutely.
450 is the bid here now. 450
That's
looking
solid.
for 5. Current bid of $450. Looking for a bid of 500. $450 in front here. First call at $450. 500 over the back there now. 500 is the bid.
Still
You
going.
want to come back at 550. Current bid of $500.
There is some money in this room,
$500
ladies and
over the
gentlemen.
back. Do you want to come back? I'll even take a tenner if you like. $510. You want to go 520? 510 at the front. Here is the winning bid so far. 520 now. 520 looking for 530. $530 here. You want to go to 540? $530 here. First call at 530.
Looks like Dapto Dogs are going downhill.
530
All the money's coming to the bowling club.
Second call at
Ever since.
$530. 540 now. Round it up to 550. You like it? 550. You want to go 560? I've got all night. 550 is the bid.
No, he doesn't. On in your home.
First call at $550.
Auctioneers, man.
Second call at $550 in front here. 600 is a bid, great bid there at $600. 600, do you want to come back in at 610?
Jeez.
610 is the bid. Do you want to make it, just go again, 650. 610 at the front here, do you want to go back at 650? 610 is the bid here. First call at 610.
That was them.
Second call at 610. You want to go 620. $5 each, you and your mate. $610. Third and final call at 610. Going, sold. Great buying there, 610.
Wow, 610. That was amazing. That's a great outcome again for the club and for the charity we're looking after. I've completely forgotten. I've just completely blanked. I'll find it in a second. But the outcome for this and all of this goes to the
Wollongong.
WOOLYUNGAH
Yes.
Indigenous Centre at UAW, supporting Indigenous people and Indigenous youth get help to become and students in great careers in nursing, teaching, law, social work, and so much more. And it's really, really worthy cause. Okay, so this is the Breesley team, Payne, Stanford.
Absolutely. Very strong team.
Oh my good.
Golden Oldies, we call
Golden
them.
Oldies, that's what it says, yeah, the Golden Oldies. And they support every week, so we're really excited to have them here. And looks like early calls.
Second call at 150.
150.
Third and final call. Sold for $150.
The lady just here with the sunnies on her head.
Lady with the sunnies on edge. Well done.
I would be surprised if Steedon didn't buy that himself.
Yeah. I think if I had a team in here and I wasn't broadcasting, I'd be backing myself in too.
Maryland. John. You've got Michael Harding from Wisemans. He's very below.
There we go. So he's who we got now? Luckwell.
We've got Luckwell, Jacuti, Harding, Michael Harding, and Darren Humphreys.
So these are good guys.
So, yes, this is a very capable team, to be honest. We've got, Michael played very well up north. He's just returned last year. And Morris Luckwell, fantastic.
Brilliant from Picton. And just a shout out to Darren Humphreys, the Sealer Fridge King, one of the sponsors.
Absolutely.
Glad to have them here.
$100 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at $150? $100, $150 on my right. $150, you want to come back at 2. $150 on my right now. It's not about how quick you start, it's how quick you finish. So 150 on my right, looking for 2. First call at $150. Second call at 150. All done, all silence. Sold for 150.
$150 for that team, not
All right,
bad.
I'm expecting this team to go for a lot of money tonight.
Oh, here we go.
Couple of
So
last
this is
year's
another one of
winners
the
in this team.
last year's
Robbie
winners.
Pearce and Mark
Last year's
Henry.
winners. We've got Jackson Williams, number 1 player,
Number one
replaces
player
Matty
for
Miles.
victory.
Yep.
So after Jackson replaces Matty Miles, we've got Nathan Ryan, Mark Henningsey, and Bob Pearce, who's Alvies.
That's it. Matty Miles, one of the wonderful greenkeepers getting around, went off to start his own business in Figgy Sports,
Correct.
former state player, but yeah, replaced by Jackson Williams, the number 1 player. This is a strong team. This should go big.
250. Current bid is 200. Looking for another bid at $250. First call at 200.
You can probably bet that Bob would be
250
pretty
here
keen
now.
on
Do you want to
buying
come back
this
at
team.
3? Current bid
Again.
is at $250 here. 300 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 350? 350 is the bid you want to go for. Current bid is at 350 on my left. First call at $350. It's a last year's winning team. So great buying at 350. First call at 400 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 450?
So this is the greenkeepers over here again. That
$400 is the bid now. Looking for
slow bidding.
450.
These lads here.
400 is the bid now. Looking for 450. Still great buying, I believe. First call at 450.
This could be the bargain of the.
Looking for
bargain of the
450. First call at 400. Reigning champions. Second call at $400. Great buying for the reigning champions. 450 is the bid now. Looking for 5.
Bob Pearce comes
Current
in
bid
late.
at $450. Looking for 500. $450. Looking for 5. I'll even take a tenner now. $450 is bid.
Bob
460.
Pearce again, coming
460
in.
looking for 470.
Pretty keen on buying himself.
Or we can round me up to a nice even 500. So 460 is the bid, looking for 470. 470 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 480? 480 now, looking for 490. Current bid at 480. Do you want to come back at 490? 490 now. Do you want to make it 5?
Seems to have
500 is the bid. We'll go to 510. Current bid is at $500. First call, 510 now. Do you want to go make it 520?
Oh, he's
You want to
hungry.
make it back at 530. Currently at 530 is the bid. You want to make it 540. 540. You want to go 550. 550. You want to make it 560. 560. You want to make it 570. You want to make it 580. Currently at 570. 580 is the bid. You want to make it 590. Christ's sake, someone else please put another bid in. It's not for $10. 590 is the bid. Make it 600. Thank God we got there in the end. Looking for 610. Blow him out of the
They
water.
bid at the
Say
same time, my
650.
God.
600 is the bid now. Looking for 610. 610, looking for 620. $610 is the winning bid so far. First call at 610.
The stare off is magnificent.
Second call at 610. Third and final call. All done, all silence. Sold for $610.
Okay, here we go. We've got Raymond Park and Coronel. Current state number 1 player. What a winner.
Oh, you love to see that. The boys had each other in the back here. They know each other pretty well.
That was amazing to see Bob attack so viciously to buy back last year's winning team.
Exactly. So let's focus this. We've got the Williams, Ryan.
Raymond Parks, the number 1 state winner. Robert Kerr. My God, we've got a Scottish international here. We've got Angela Kerr, daughter of Robert, and also recently married to Scott Chipperfield. Plus Karen Belford, she's state peers winner with Kay Moran. So here's a hot team.
Kay Moran, who's just moved up to, where'd she go? Tarrant Point, I think. Kay Moran is the organiser there now. So let's go back to the bidding. They're underway.
Looking for a bid at $250. $200 with the bid here, looking for $250. First call at $200. This is a great buy. $250 is the bid now, looking for 3. Current bid at $250, looking for $300. $300 is the bid now, looking for $350. Prize pool's getting up there. $350 is the bid now, looking for 4. $400, we're looking for $400. Current bid is at $350, looking for 4. $400 is the bid now, looking for $450. $400 is the bid, looking for $450.
Do you want to bet?
First call at $400. Second call at $400. Third and final call at $400. So, well, we're back in, yep. I'm happy to open the bid. 450 is the bid at the back now. 450 with Ray, looking for 5. Current bid at 450, looking for 5. Current bid at the back for $450, looking for 5. 500 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 550? Currently at 500 in the front here, looking for 550. 500 at the front here. First call at 500. Second call at 500. Third and final call, all done, all silent. Sold for $500.
Well, someone out there that's watching, I hope you're watching and can see.
Just gentlemen, just here.
I hope you're with me and can see how someone keeping a tally.
We've got Mark Canovich.
Prove that, I think. See how we go. I hope it looks like Carl
Dwyer and Stephen McPherson. And we've got Lenny Bunn. And we've got an opening call of $200 over here.
So the opening bid is at 200, it's now at 250. So 200 to 250 looking for 3. Currently 300 back here now looking for 350. Currently at $300 looking for 350. 300 behind me looking for a bid at 350. 300 is the bid looking for a bid at $350.
He's got up for a drink just as his own name.
First call at $300 here. Great team here. This is sensational buying, I believe.
There he is.
Second call at $300.
So that's the guy that's been commentating.
350, looking for 4. Currently at $350 up the back there, looking for 400. Currently at $350, we're looking for a bid of 400. 350 is the bid at the back there, we'll call it through. First call at $350. Second call at $350, or $400 is the bid now. Do we come back at $450? Current bid at the front here is $400. $420, I'll take the bid at $420. Do you want to come back at $430? $430 is the bid now. Do you want to make it $440? $440 is the bid. Do you want to make it $450? $450 is the bid now. Do you want to make it $460? Current bid at $450 at the front here. $460 is the bid now here behind. $460 is the bid behind. Could we have $470? Current bid at $460 behind me, looking for a bid of $470.
Just come back with a drink just in time, Mark.
$470 in the front now. We'll come back at $480. $470 is the bid in front here at $470. First call at $470. Second call at $470. Third and final call at $470. 500 is the bid here. Great bid out of $500. Nice strong bid of $500. You want to come back at $510.
Who was that sneaky purchase?
500 is the bid here in front, looking for a bid of $510.
The look on your face is telling me everything.
First call, $510 is the bid now. Do we make it $520?
Oh, we love it.
Current bid is at $510, looking for a bid of $520. We're well over halfway in the teams here, so you haven't got much time left to bid.
It's only halfway to 1,000. That's no good.
520 was it?
530, I think. 510.
Lost track of where I was up to. Was it 510? I think it was 510.
No, 500.
500 and 510. Looking for 520. It's too many numbers. I need a drink. 510 is the bid. Looking for 520. First call at $510. Second call at $510. Third call at $510, all done, all silent. Sold for $510.
Oh, well done, Mark.
Well done, Cole.
510, mate.
510.
That's pretty handy numbers.
That's a nice expensive lot for you. Look at that.
Well, I'm pretty happy with that. To be overall, you get a little bit of money back on that.
Absolutely right. Well done. Congratulations to you, mate. That's great. So the next team, it just says here on your notes, Danger Team.
Danger Team, because we've got Neil Bartley who plays for Berkeley. Now, Berkeley only has sort of one rep team, but I can tell you he's a ones player. I played against an extremely good bowler. We've got Gary O'Brien, who's just stepped in as our bowls coordinator stand-in at the moment. We've got Simon Van Bergen, who is an upcoming player, extremely good bowler, big bloke too, so don't argue with him.
I know him.
And Gordon Gillespie, another great player from Berkeley.
Berkeley.
I think they're my silent team.
Oh, silent killers. Oh, we're already on second call, so I'll just jump this up and see what they're getting.
$200, looking for $250. $200 is the bid there, looking for $250. First call at $200. Second call at $200. Third and final call, all done, all silent.
210.
210 at the back there. 210, you want to come back at 220. Current bid at the back there is $210.
So I know exactly who that was that made that bid.
210 at the back, looking for 220. $210 looking for 220. First call at $210. Second call at 210. Third and final call.
Wait on, 220.
220 here. Do you want to come back at 230?
Oh, jumped up on you.
I like that. The YouTube guy's looking at the camera to find out who it was that made the bid. 220 is the bid. Do you want to make it 230?
I'm devastated.
220 is the bid. Do we have 230?
Do I cut down on the bird seed or what?
220. First call at
It's either the
220.
cat or the bird.
Second call at $220.
The dark
Third and
horses.
final call, all done, all silent. Sold for 220.
That's not a bad buy. The dark horses.
Who was that sneaky person?
That was sneaky. Just over here to our left. I didn't see actually who does it. Watch where Ange goes. That's not bad. All right. So after that, after the dark horse, we have a team which is Sean Bellotti.
Oh, here we go.
Greenkeeper legend.
Now we're getting into
Legend.
some very good players.
Paul Mack is the previous GM of that club. Victory Sports, of course. Brett McKenna and Andrew Clifford. These are all actually famous names. Sean Bellotti, of course, is one of the legendary greenkeepers. Placed fourth last year, as it says on your notes.
Correct.
And if this hits 200, I think I might throw my hand up.
Well, why not? Because you've got Paul Mack also, who's a very handy bowler, but also a very clever man. Looked after Wisemans Park and then moved over to Victory Sports. And I think he's now moved on to Kembla Raceway.
I do think so,
Yes.
yeah. That's it. Smart businessman. Let's see where they're going.
There, we'll call it through. First call at $300 at the back. Second call at $300. Third and final call. All done, all silent. And $300 sold there at the back. $300 sold.
Greenkeepers have grabbed
And the guy in the blue job, I think they're together.
Bob Pierce,
Yeah,
Bob Pierce.
I think they're together.
Obviously, all right,
All
but
right,
too
here
much
we
money.
go. This will be
That's it. They're going right back here. They've had a couple of good bids. I don't think they've won many. So let's have a look at the scoreboard as it stands. There's a lot of money on that right-hand column. So we're up to now Franciscovic. That's
We're
a
up
name.
to Jackson. Jackson played in our number 2 pennants team last year. He's now joined Victory. Jackson is an ex-Australian school representative. And then we've got Derek, who...
This is a friend of the president, so we'll
Yeah,
just
I've
give a
had
call out.
on my notes here, friend of the president, which is... I'm not sure too much about Derek, but Brian Hood is our president, and that's why Derek has come in. But Simon Golightly, now he's a shady little figure, this man. He's just spent the last 8 weeks in Europe, so he's coming back to enjoy those days of, you know, when you're away from your partner, you just want to go away with the bowls.
Exactly right. I'll be doing that in August when I get back to Perth. Let's see where we go.
First call at $250.
Oh, they jumped to 250 quickly.
Second call here at $250. Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold for $250. 300 jacket again, just here.
Excellent. So some people down here really throwing some money, especially down the front row.
Well,
a lot of groups here.
That was Simon and Brian Hood bought that team, so obviously they pay the presidents very well around here.
So who's up next?
Now we
Mr.
move.
Pascoe.
Oh, here we go. Ex-international player for New Zealand, Shane Pascoe. We've got Robert Chipperfield from Ferry Meadow, who is an accomplished ex-footballer himself. Kerry Hazelton, magnificent bowler. I've played against Kerry many times. And Kimberly Stork, Taraji. And apparently she does what Shane
That's
says.
what Shane says.
But she is the better half of Shane, I will tell you this now.
Cheeky. I love that very much. This is another strong team. It should be a popular one. Here we go.
50 over the back. Current bid is at 200. 200 is a bid, looking for a bid at 250. Looking for a bid at $250. Current bid is at 200. Looking for a bid now at 250. 250 over the 300. 300 looking for 350. 300 looking for a bid at 350. 350 is the bid there, looking for 4. $350 is the bid, looking for 4. Come on, Jane, you can bid against yourself. 350 is the bid, looking for 400. First call at $350. Second call at $350. 400 is the bid there, looking for 450. Current bid is at $400. Do we have 450? 400 is the bid. Do we have any more bids at 450 there? Looking for 450. First call at $400. Still very cheap, I believe. You want to bid against yourself? $400 is the bid. 450 now. I'll make you get there. I'll let you get there the hard way. $450 is the bid. 500 now. Do you want to come back at 550? Currently at $500. Looking for a bid at 550. Currently at 500. 550 is the bid now. Looking for 6. Current bid at 600 now. Looking for 650. Current bid at $600. Looking for a bid at 650. 600 on my left. First call at 600. Second call at 600. Can I get you in with a tenner? Currently at 600, looking for 610. Third and final call at $600. Going, sold for $600.
Wonderful. Well, that's a good price for them as well, $600. There's a lot of money once again up on this board. They've scrolled it down so I can't even tell you, but at the moment, I can tell you, look, there's a running total on the right-hand side. So we've hit 9,210.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that's correct.
A lot of money.
It's bumping up nicely.
$5,000 last year. We've nearly doubled it already, and we're up to the Piper team. Is that right?
We are. We're up to now. Johnny Piper is a legend around here. He's also playing with Billy Owen, another legend. Jock, Jock is a very good knife sharpener, a brilliant artist, and by God, does he play good lead bowls. Darren Noon just recently got an appointment down at the ACT in Canberra, so he's moved away, so he's come back this weekend to play very well.
Excellent. Love to hear it. Oh, we're already at the third call for $100.
Sold for $300.
Oh, $300. Oh, my God.
Okay, we've got the boys from the Lamley. They're good supporters of the tournament.
Yeah,
$300 in the blue jump, I just hear.
And the next up is going through already, so we're at the land.
These boys always support.
Always here. So that's...
all right, looking for an opening bid. Who wants to start me off? Bid at $50, come back at $100. You want to make it $150? Currently with Nathan at $100. You want to make it $150? Current bid is what, $150 here now. $150 looking for 2. 100, 200 is the bid, looking for $250. $250 the bid now, looking for 3. Current bid at $250. Do you want to make it 3? Bid is at the bar for $250, looking for $300. Currently at $250, looking for a bid at 3. First call at $250. Second call at $250. Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold for $250.
Well,
Okay, here we go. We've got Patch Lewis.
Patch
number
Lewis,
one,
Les
winner
Lewis.
player from Warilla. We've got Stan Les Lewis.
Number one player, Patch Lewis, steps up with his father, Les, who was a professional barman back in the day. Now he's a professional driver because he races Patch around to his bowls. Tally Kuzan is a fantastic bowler, played with him last year in the fours, were runners-up, and then comes Bill Hughes, also an exceptional player, probably plays about once or twice a year.
There you go.
But
so
I can tell you what, he throws them in there.
He goes all right. So, again, one Warilla chap, 3 Wisos. Let's see how we go.
150 looking for a bid at 2. $150 looking for a bid at 200. $160 here looking for 170. Currently $160 here looking for a bid at 170. Current bid here 170 there now looking for 180. Current bid at 170 looking for a bid at $180. First call at 170. Second call at 170. Third and final call, all done. Sold for $170. Just a gentleman, just put your hand up for us, just there.
All right, here
So,
we go.
You know Mark, eh?
Sorry?
Do you know Mark?
Mark Sunderland, I do know, and you're right, your note says top bloke, and that's exactly what he is.
He's a lovely guy.
And Jeremy and Steve Ryan, Victory Sports, and Marie Mortimer, the raffle queen, it says there. Obviously, a bit into the raffles. I know all four of these guys, and they are beautiful players. People, Mark Sullivan's a very good player as well, and they should be fairly popular locals.
I would think they will be popular. They won't be short of a bid.
Exactly. Just watching now. Here he comes. I'll turn him up and let's go.
Sloppy. Make sure we get the numbers right.
They're having a quick look at the board there.
We're getting this spreadsheet sorted. We're getting towards the pointy end now. Not many teams left. So if you've saved up your pennies all year, now's your time to pounce.
Oh, I see. They're talking about these being noughts.
No, I think they're okay.
Oh, no, we're up to here.
Keep an eye on the teams.
Right.
If you do want to bid on any of these, once I get the thumbs up from the ladies, we'll get back into the action.
Good team.
I think they've just missed a name.
We'll
That's all.
sort the numbers out, make sure the prize pool's nearly over that 10 grand. So we're getting right up there with the prize pool. I'm sure by the time we get to team number 42, we'll be well and truly over that figure. So now is a great time to start your bidding. That is your strategy.
It just, for me, just doesn't get any better.
Good to go?
They're asking a question now. I can hear
Good to
them.
go?
I just can't believe that
We
you
good to
can
go,
make
girls?
this kind of money in this amount of time. It's fantastic.
Just making sure that all the numbers add up. Obviously, we've got dealing with quite a fair bit of money here tonight.
Got to get it right.
27.
Absolutely.
27. Yeah, so at 27. How many teams from? This is the team. This is the team of 2. Yeah, and 170.
And these are good teams.
That
Let's give
microphone's
this team
nice
a
and
wrap.
So
sensitive.
this is Sunderland one.
Yeah,
We'll have to
number 4.
So we'll have a chat about, I think it says we're up to the Sunderland team, is that right?
Well, we just did the
We
Sunderland
did
team.
that, that's right.
I thought it was 250.
250 and then 170.
Did we not?
Yeah.
So that's who's coming up next. So once again, we're here in support of
And then we got.
Woollyungah Indigenous Centre at UAW.
All right, let's go.
I've been
Next
out
is
there
good
So this is
before.
team 27. Is that what you're doing?
This is a good
Turn them
team.
down, so we don't
Number
hear
1
that.
player.
Oh, they're about to start, but yeah, for the Woollyungah Indigenous Centre, we're at Wisemans Park Wollongong Bowling Club. Oh, the boys here are bidding already, so we'll jump in. I'll move it across to him. Sorry, mate.
All good.
And
200 is the bid now. Looking for $250. Current bid is 250.
This is for,
250
Mark
looking for
Sunderland.
3. Currently at $250. Looking for a bid at 300. $250 is the bid. First call at $250. Second call at $250. Third and final call. Going, sold for $250. Gentleman over the back in the white with the sun, he's getting up now. Yep. 250, yeah.
Okay, we got the Blamby boys, good supporters, Les Matthews.
all right, so this is the Blamby boys, as he just said.
And Graham
Les
Drew from
Matthews.
Blamby.
So I'll turn that down. Les Matthews, Howard Russell, Paul Duck. I'm really I'm really looking forward to calling him if I get him on a live stream. And Graham Drew played last year. Do you know these guys at all?
No, I don't know these
No?
boys, but I do know that Graham Drew.
Excellent.
What's happened?
Bid is at $50 looking for 100. 100 the bid now with Nate looking for 150. Currently with $100 on my right, looking for a bid at $150 there. First call at $100.
These could be those four boys
Second
there.
call at 100.
A bit of Yahoo would happen.
Third and final call. Sold for 100. Nathan.
Righto.
Just remember, guys, the bar is open. The more you drink.
So here we go. We've slipped right through, and now next is Barry DeLever, correct?
That's correct.
He's a PE teacher from the local area. I've heard a lot about this man. Also, Colin Ward, Wisos. He's a fellow selector with me here at Wisos. Philip Jones, great player, ex-selector last year, and Richard Montgomery, a very good player from Windang.
Beautiful. Good people, locals, They should go.
$50, 100 is the bid now. Do we have 150? Current bid is $100. Do we have 150? Oh, the one person I know isn't bidding. 100. What a bowler! What a bowler! 120 is the bid now, looking for 130. 120 is the bid. Do we have 130? I'm getting him on the microphone next year, I promise you that. 120 is the bid. Do we have 130? 130 in the front here. Do you want to come back at 140? 130 is the bid. Do we have 140?
It's a bit of disruption.
150 is the bid now. 150 at the back. Do you want to come back at 160?
They were dreading him.
Current bid is 150 at the back there, looking for a bid at 160. 160 here now, 170. 160 at the front, looking for a bid at 170. 160 is the bid. First call at $160. Second call at 160. You guys, yep. $160. Third and final call at 160. I'll take a dollar. Honestly, I will take a dollar. I'll take Bitcoin. I'll take checks. I'll take whatever you like, as long as it doesn't bounce. 160 is the bid. Third and final call at 160. Sold for $160.
All right, we've got the Husky team, and I'm going to vouch for these guys. These guys are really...
Let's talk about the Husky team. Paul Goddard is probably our best singles player at the moment down at my club. Mark Wallace, ex-Navy bloke. I served in the Navy with Mark. He's a very old mate of mine from back in the day. Matty Harding, legends. They're just good players, and I really enjoy their company, all four of them, and I will be bidding.
Back now, looking for two. Currently at the back there at $150, looking for a bid at 200. 200 at the back, looking for 250. 250 here now, we want to come back at 3.
I can't do that.
Currently at 250 at the front here, looking for a bid at 300. Biddies at the front here at 250, looking for 3. $300 there now, looking for 350.
Popular, good
Currently
boys.
at the back at $300, looking for a bid now at
Always willing to throw in
350.
$250.
$300 is the bid. Do we have any further bids at 350? First call at 300. Second call at $300, 350 now, 350. Looking for a bid at 400. $350 at the back, looking for a bid now at 400. Biddies with Benny Two Shoes. Benny Two Shoes holds a bid at $350, looking for a bid at 400. 400 now. 400 looking for a bid at 450.
That's me out.
$400 is the bid now, looking for a bid at $450.
That's hilarious.
If they're
Come
watching,
on,
they
Benny
go,
Two Shoes,
boys.
come back in now. I've got all night. $400 is the bid there. First call at 400. 410? 410 now. 410. I've enticed him. 410. Looking for 420. Looking for $420. We're at the back at 410. Do we have 420?
Oh, that was me, everyone. 410's me.
$410 is the bid there. Looking for 420.
Oh, I'm so tempted to go 415.
This is a great team here. Trust me, I'm a real estate agent. $410 is the bid, looking for a bid at 420. First call at $410. Second call at 410. Third and final call. Sold for 410.
Oh, that goes.
Guilty.
That goes
Boys,
to Ben.
Thank you very much. That's me. I own the Husky
All right,
boys. You
guys,
better do well.
Well done, Ben.
We've got Jason Cheadle, who's absolutely cleaned up everyone from Carl Healy to Bay Prideaux to all the St John's Park crew up then. And
So
then
where are we up to?
Chris
I've
Lewis.
just been completely lost.
So after Ben just won that bid, we've gone to Jason Cheadle from Bargo, Chris Lewis from Wisos, Brian Henson from Wisos, and Andrew Broadwood from Kiama.
So tell me about your notes there. It says Magician and Queen.
Well,
That's very broad.
you know, I'm pretty left field. So Bargo, Jason is an amazing player, and I believe he should be in the New South Wales team. He's just incredible. He changed to Bargo because he couldn't make the squad, and now he's playing in Zone 5. Brian Henson, the Magician, well, he just plays up to the head, and by God, he gets some magic because
That's brilliant.
that's the way it
Let's
happens.
have a watch for what this is.
$500 is the bid there, looking for a bid of $550. $500 is the bid there. I'll take a tenner at this stage. $500 is the bid. Great team.
Come on, Chris Lewis.
First call at $500. Second call at $500. Third and final call. All done. All silence. Sold for $500. The gentleman over the back is just talking to the guy with the beer. 500, yeah.
All right.
Just get told off for bidding for the wrong team. She gave me a little heart attack then too, actually.
Here we go.
Oh my
We've got
God.
the Dubbo team with Adam
Well, that was
Cochrane,
interesting because Christopher Lewis just bought himself and his crew. Obviously, he's in the entertainment industry, works in a lot of movies up north, and yeah, good $500
All right,
bid.
looking for a big bid.
Now we're down to
$5.
Adam Cochrane from
I'll take
Macquarie.
it. 5, 10,
more
10.
Dubbo boys.
Got
Yep.
$15
All I know about Adam
now.
is he's a
15. We do
concreter.
have 20. $20
So he's a hard
is bid.
man.
25.
Oh, we're on
25,
20 bucks. Here we go.
We have 30. $40. $40. We have 50. $50 is the bid now. Do we have 60? 55.
These boys
Here
are
do we have
obviously
60.
thirsty.
It's going to take a long time. Jesus Christ. 55. $100. Thanks, Nathan. $100.
You don't want to be owning
Do we have
this team. It'll
150?
cost you
Come
some
on.
coin later.
What a bowler! 150. Come on, current bid is at 100. Do we have 150? Current bid is at $100. Do we have 150? First call at $100. Second call at 100. Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold for 100. Nathan again, 100. 100. Yep.
So they got $100. Bit of chaos going on down here at the moment. One of the guys just he's a bit excited, throwing his arms up. We're expecting bids from him, but in the middle. But this next team, Coral team.
This next team will be fought hard for because we've got Malcolm Lyons and Steve Sprod, two number one players, and we've got John Chilby and Linda Chilby, who will be just finishing off the edges for them.
That's a big team. So yeah, I expect this to go up. Here we go.
Current bid of $200 over there, looking for $250. Current bid is at $200, looking for a bid at $250. I'm going to try and drag this out long enough until he comes back out of the shitter. Current bid is at $200, looking for $250. Current bid $250 now, looking for $3. Current bid is at $250. We have $3. Current bid here with $250, looking for a bid at $300. I'm just going to keep saying this until I see him walk out. That's it. Send the spotter in so I don't have to smell it. That's it. $300 is a bid, looking for $350. Current bid's at $300. Do we have $3? $350 is the bid now, looking for $4. Current bid at $350. Yep, back in there. $350, looking for a bid of $4. $350 is the bid. Do we have $400? $350.
We've gone over the 10 grand.
Oh,
He's doing a 2. It doesn't help me. I need a 4.
And it's still going. And this is a
400. Do we have 450?
Yeah, 454.
Welcome back. Welcome back. What a bid of 400. Do we have 450? Looking for a bid of $450 there. First call at 400. Second call at 450 at the back there. Do you want to come back at 5? 450 is the bid at the back. Do we have 500? Biddies at the back there. $450. First call at 450.
I can honestly say, Ben, that we've done one of the
Second call
best
is
displays here of
$450.
a product. We've left the packaging on.
460 now.
It looks
Here,
like some
460.
sort of
Do you want to come back at
broken
470?
down window, doesn't it?
470 is the bid. Do you want to come back at 480?
It's okay. It's in
Currently
the
at
background. It's a big old
$470 in the
TV
back
and
there.
then in that
You've got to go to the
Yes,
toilet and have a
one
think
hell of a
about it.
TV, all right.
Current bid is at 470. Do we have
I know the
480?
staff here were claiming
470 is the
that
bid at the
fridge
back.
already.
First
it in the
call
back,
at
boys.
$470. Second call at 470. 480 is the bid here. 490.
490.
500's got a nice round figure. It is at 500. Do you want to come back at 510? Currently at 500 in the front. 510 is the bid now. 510, 520 here now. 520, 530. Currently at 530 at the back. Looking for 540. Currently at 530. 550. Strong bid here. 550. You want to make it 560. 560 is the bid, looking for 570. 570, you want to make it 580. 570 is the bid here, looking for a bid at 500. Blow him out of the water, make it 6. 570 is the bid, looking for 580. 580 is the bid, you want to make it 590. Blow him out of the water and make it 6. 600, I like it. 600, you want to make it 610. Currently at $600 here. 610 is the bid now at the back. 610 is the bid at the back, do you want to make it 620. $610. First call for $610 at the back. Second call at $610. $620 is the bid now. $630. $630 at the back. Do you want to make it $640? $640. $650 at the back. $650. Make it $700 here. Do you want to make it $710? $700 is the bid. Great bidding here. Nice strong bid. $710 at the back. $710. Do you want to make it $720?
Guys at the front.
Blow him right out of the water and make it $1,000. It's currently at $710, I think. $710 is the bid. $720.
Person just threw their hand up.
Just phone a friend. It's not The Price is Right or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But I'll wait as long as I need to because I didn't have to go in the toilet. $720 is the bid. $720. Looking for $730. Current bid at $720. $730 at the back now. Looking for $740. Current bid at $730. First call at $730. $740. $731. First call at $730 at the back there. Second call at $730.
Come on, boy.
Third and final call. All done, all silent.
Waiting.
All done, all silent. Sold for $730 at the back there.
So that paused at about $400 and then started climbing when he started calling out. So that's a good amount of money for those people.
Ben, I can't believe that amount of money because I was talking to Mel earlier. Obviously, he's got some hip problem going on there, but he hasn't told anybody else.
Oh, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm completely lost to where we're up to. We had an announcement.
We're on a Team 34 now, Christopher
Kuparis, yep.
So a Cronulla team.
Oh, really?
Now, we don't know a lot about this, but I do know my mate Jared, and he mows lawns up around Cronulla. I believe he's obviously mowed these boys' lawns, and I thought maybe they owe him some money. That's why they've turned up. That's about all the info I can give you.
Well, I can tell you now, I think they just went for $100 before we even finished. I think. I'll check that. He said something that sounded like 100. That was quick if it was. No, 100 it is. So we're up to Beaton.
$100, and that's the team that I bought. My God, that's pretty good.
Oh, nice. So, where are we at? Beaton.
Here we are, a local.
Out of order.
Now, very interesting. We've got a. Here we have Barra Stewart. You know Glenn and Brett Stewart, who played for Manly. One of our great sponsors from Good Works, which looks after a youth development program in construction-related fields. And they brought down a friend of Barry's, their dads, from all the way from Queensland to play this weekend. So really looking forward to them playing well, these local lads.
Beautifully, yeah. As you said, Brett Young from New Farm, Mark Beaton, from Wiseos, Barry Stewart, and Robert Russell was from Wiseos. Let's have a listen.
So the bid is at $150, looking for $200. $150 is the bid there, looking for a bid at $200. $150. First call at $150. Second call at $150. Any team at this price at the end of the night is sensational buying, getting close to $11,000 in price pool.
150 for these guys is good.
Second call at $150.
I'd throw my hand up.
Third and final call, $160 here, $160. You want to come back at $170? I'll show you the same courtesy. Currently at $160. Do you want to come back at $170? $175. I like it. Extra $5 means it's everything. $175. $200 is the bid. Make it $225. Current bid at $200. First call at $200 at the front here. Definitely out. Second call at $200. Third and final call. All done, all silent. $220. Welcome back. $220. We'll go $230. $230 is the bid. Do you want to make it $240? $241 is the bid. $241. $241. $250. $250 is the bid. $250. 251. I'm happy to take 251. It's currently at 250. First call at $250. 300. $300 is the bid. Nice strong bid there at 300. Do you want to come back in at 301? Do it back to her. 301. Current bid is at $300. First call at 300. Any further bids? Second call at $300. Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold. Great bidding there, great buying at $300. The lady in the denim jacket. The lady in the denim.
Knock that off and say that was a pretty good buy actually, and good bidding again. They
Extremely good
right
bidding
up.
again. Now we move into, we've got Corey Thompson from Melbourne Park. Now, Corey is one of the New South Wales top players.
Well known, yep.
Adam Johnson, Mark Pickett, and also Peter Shepherd, all of them out of the Eagles, and they'll play bloody well for Corey, I can tell you that.
Absolutely right. Popular players, popular team. Let's see how we go.
In the back there looking for 3. Currently at $250 at the back there looking for a bid at 300. Biddies at the back at $250, 300 here now, 300 looking for 350. Current bid at $300 looking for a bid at $350. $300 is the bid in the front here looking for a bid at $350. First call at $300 in the front. Second call at $350 at the back there now, $350 looking for 4. Current bid at $350 at the back looking for a bid at $400. $350 is the bid, looking for a bid at $400. First call at $350. Second call at $350. Third and final call, all done, all silence. $400 is the bid, $400 from the tab, I love it. $400 on the tab, let me know who's winning the next Dapto. $400 is the bid, who's got the bid at $450? $400 is the bid, looking for a bid of $450. First call at $400 from the tab. $410, I will take $410, looking for $420. Current bid of $410, looking for a bid of $420. $410 is the bid. First call at $410. $420? $420 is the bid. You want to come back at $430? $420 is the bid. Come back at $430. $430 is the bid now. Looking for $440. $440 is the bid now. Looking for $450. $440 is the bid. Looking for a bid of $450. Currently at $440 on my right. $450 we're looking for. Current bids in the tab at $440. First call at $440. Second call at $440. $450 is the bid now. $450 looking for $460. $450 is the bid, looking for a bid now at $460. First call at $450. Second call at $450. Third and final call, all done, all silence. $460, right next door. This could get interesting. $460. Do you want to make it $470? $460 is a bid now, looking for $470. $460 is the bid, looking for a bid at $470. First call at $460. $470 there. $470 looking for $480 now. $470 is the bid, looking for a bid at $480. $470 is the bid, looking for a bid at $480. First call at $470. Second call at $470. Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold for $470. In the hat. The guy in the hat? The guy in the hat.
All right, I've lost track now.
So what? Who was that? Team 35.
Oh, sorry, 35 is the beat.
Okay.
125 is the opening bid there. 200 coming straight back at 200. 200 looking for a bid now, 250. 200 is the bid, looking for a bid at $250 all the way from Canberra. $200 is the bid.
Oh, they went straight into
$200 is the bid,
1037. I
looking
think
for
we're
a
up
bid
to
at
now, looking at that.
$250. 210 here, 210. Do you want to come back at 220? 220 now, looking for 230. 230 is the bid, looking for 240.
Yeah, that
Looking for
took
230
ages,
at the
that
front,
last
looking for
call.
240 at the back. 230 is the bid here, looking for a bid at
Yeah, a bit confused
240.
with that. It's all right, but it says LATs.
230 is the
Connie
bid.
Webster, Tanya Fitzgerald, and Sharon Steele from
Looking for
Western
240.
Creek in
Currently
Canberra.
at 240 at the
They're
back.
here.
240 will come back at 250.
Interesting thing is with
Currently
this
at the
team,
back,
they come all the way from Western
240,
Creek.
we need
Not just
250.
the ladies team, but all the men are coming in
240
their
is the
own
bid,
side
looking
as
for a
well.
bid at 250.
Along with the president.
250 is the bid now, looking for 260. Current bid at $250. First call. First call at $250 here, looking for 260. Second call at $250. Third and final call, all done, all silence. Sold for $250.
Not bad.
All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Only a few more
All right.
things to go. We've got Glenn Beveridge.
As I said, they are going through these, so we'll quickly have a look. Glenn Beveridge is a number one player from Figgy Sports. Michael Suter from Jamboree is a good man. Mick Twyford from Jamboree and Sean Langlands. These are all fairly famous names, by the way.
Absolutely. Here's a bit of a country effect here. Helping out Victory Sports. Glenn Beveridge. They'll play well.
Yeah, and they'll carry him. You watch. I'll do this back up.
$100. 100 over the back there with Greeny, looking for 150. Current bid at $100, looking for a bid at 150. Current bid is $100, looking for a bid now, $150. There's not many teams left. 150 is the bid now. Do you want to come back at 2? Currently at $150 there, looking for a bid at $200. Not many teams left. 150 is the current bid, looking for a bid now at $200. First call at $150. Second call at 150. 160 here, 160. I'll take a bid now, 170. Currently at 160 at the front here. Do you want to make it 170? Currently at $160, looking for a bid at 170. First call at 160. 170. Second call at $160. Third and final call. Going, sold, 160. Same again.
Wow.
Wow, that's really good price for that. I think we just point out slippery prices. Every tournament should have a Calcutta. I remember leaving tournaments with $1,500 cash over the weekend, and that's how it should be. Good on you, mate. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for watching. We're on to Gail Schultz.
Gail Schultz, New South Wales rep, and Susan Crocker, Kembla Heights supporter. Gerald Madden. Now, all the way from Victoria. This is something special. Like
From City Memorial,
Nick Madden, one of our major sponsors from Spanline. Mum and Dad have come up here and they've supported us handsomely. So looking forward to them playing well this weekend.
Spanline, you'll see their logo on the screen there. Great sponsorship of this tournament. Let's have a listen.
Current bid is at $350. Do we have 4? 350 here to my left. First call at
And I do want to
350.
say that Gail Schultz is one of my favourite New South Wales roots players. I love that lady.
Second call
Yes,
at 350. Third and final call, all done, all silent. Sold for $350.
Not a bad result. They would have bought themselves too, probably, by the looks. Excitement around. So, next one. They're really gunning through the back. Neil Bartley.
Neil.
Oh, Paul Bartley, sorry.
Paul
Neil's
Bartley,
brother.
but Neil's bro. That's my little notes that
Lovely.
I've written down here, so I've thrown he made out. But
He's
the
more
Berkeley teams
guys.
are always dangerous.
Why the Berkeley team? There's a lot of Berkeley teams here.
There is.
It's so good. I love it. Well done to them. And we're off, so I'll just jump in.
300. $250 at the back there, looking for 3. First call at $250. Great bidding here at $250. Second call at $250. 270 here, 270 looking now for a bid of $300. $270 here, looking for a bid of $300. Current bids $270. Do we have any further bids at 3? $270 is the opening and winning bid so far. $270. Do we have 3? First call at $270. Not many teams left. You've been waiting to buy a team. Now's your chance. $270.
Still a big
First
crowd
call.
It wasn't just a dinner crowd. They're all here.
Second call at $200. No, I've got two fingers up, that's why I'm thinking 200. What are we up to? 270. Is it 270? I've lost track. It's been a big night.
Give him all the credit.
270.
He's
Third
42
and final
teams
call at $270.
He's done a magnificent job.
Sold for $270.
Absolutely right.
Just
he
here,
has.
the gentleman just here. Just here, right there.
And MME, the real estate agent he's from as well, and he's Element Co, is it? No, that's
Element Co,
Element
most
Co.
definitely.
Brilliant. And that's the team they drew out. In fact, 2 teams to go. We have a pool so far of $11,645, and that's extraordinary. So there's the 10% gross donated to them. So yeah, look, that's brilliant.
Here we move into a... Look, this is a lovely shout out to new members that have just joined Wisos. We've got Rick Murphy, who's the dad, Aidan Murphy, the son. We've got Murray Kettle, who's also joined, and they've brought along Michael Mears from Winona. So I wish them all the best in this tournament.
Couldn't agree more. Rick Murphy, Aidan Murphy, Matthew Kettle, and Michael Mears. Go, boys. That's excellent.
$350.
Oh, and they've hit 350 straight away.
Far out.
Second call, 2 teams left, not long
Can't
to
pick
go.
it, can you?
360, looking for 370. Currently at 360, looking for 370. Bid is at 360. 360, looking for 370. 370 now, looking for 380. 380, looking for 390. 400 is the bid. 400 looking for 410. $400 is the bid now, looking for 410.
I think they go 500.
410 is the bid, looking for 420.
New players. Right at the end, everyone's got their money spent.
Looking for 420.
All their money left over, and they're bidding now.
First call at 410. 420 the bid there now, looking for 430. 420 is the bid, looking for 430.
Some Berkeley supporters here, obviously.
420 is the bid. First call at $420. Second call at 420, 430. $430 looking for 440.
That's bloody excellent.
$430 is the bid here, looking for
Now, lucky last we're
440.
building up to.
Yep.
And there's the men that
430
are following the
looking
ladies.
for 440.
From
First call at
Western Creek.
$430.
First timers, we want these lads to go
Second
well.
call at 430. 440 here.
still
440
going.
looking for 450. 450 now. 450 looking for 460. Currently at $450 looking for 460. Currently at 450 looking for a bid of 460. 450 is the bid here. You're out. 450 is the bid. First call at $450. Second call at 450. Third and final call. Bid is here at 450. All done. All silence. Sold for $450.
Wow, we.
450. West Tigers. West Tigers.
Right. So
450.
let's talk about these guys again. You're saying that they're first timers here.
Yes, we've got the Western Creek, the men, that have followed up the ladies and joined us here at Wisemans Park. Now we've got the president, Michael Thornton, we've got Michael Gunner, we've got David Shepherd, and we've got Scott Sandfoot, and I wish them all the best.
That is
in
absolutely amazing. Bringing up the wives dragging their husbands out is rare. It's usually the other way around for bowlers. I'm really excited by that. Good on you, lads, and well done, ladies. And thanks for coming down from Canberra. We're just giving a shout out to the sponsors as they go through now. Spanline, Wisos, obviously, Solar Hub, and everyone else. We got Fig Tree Travel over there. Solar Hub, I think I've mentioned already. I'm just looking up there. Good Works, and everyone involved in this. So I'm just going to turn this up and listen to Chris talk.
David Shepherd here, Scott Stanford, the Western Creek. Thank you for coming all this way, guys.
Here we go.
All right, lucky last. Now's your time to pounce. If you want to do 100 is the bid. 100 now looking for 150. 150 is the bid looking for 2. 200 looking for 250. 250 is the bid looking for 3. 300 is the bid looking for 350. 350 over the back. 400 here now. 400 looking for 450. 400 is the bid at the table, looking for a bid of 450. He's just going to the toilet again. Let me know your bids. Send in the spotter. $400 is the bid here, looking for 450.
The looks on their faces, they crack up.
$400 is the bid, looking for a bid of 400. There's no more bidding after this. This is the last one. So if you want to bid, now's your chance. 400 is the bid here. First call is $400 on the table. second call. There's no more teams. This is it. Look at the prize pool. You've got a chance to bid now and win some cash tomorrow or Sunday. Third and final call, $400 looking for a bid. I'll take a tenner now. 400 is the bid. Third and final call. All done. All silent.
Ben, I can't believe you're watching the motor racing at the moment, but anyway, on the left-hand side we get that.
He spent about $4,500 on teams here tonight, so I just thought I'd double check. Third and final call. All done. All silent. Sold. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, that was what a call of money. Just listen to Chris talk for a minute.
That was over there. 400 here.
Oh, you?
400 here, yeah.
Actually, I'll turn him right down. Mark, my goodness. So we pulled $12,000. We cracked 12 grand at the end.
Absolutely extremely big effort, and I just can't believe it. It's, you know, we looked at 8, then we looked possibly at 10, but to go to 12, absolutely awesome.
Destroys last year. Andrew was telling me it's just over 5 grand last year, and that's where we're at. I've just been handed the microphone back. I'll turn that off so you don't hear me twice. But wowee, again, that amount of money. Congratulations to every single person in this club bidding and having a great time. Congratulations to Wisos, Solar, Hub, Spanline, sponsors, volunteers, the people that have travelled far and wide for this tournament. Congrats to the Husky Hounds who are coming up tomorrow to represent me.
And good luck to the Huskies.
That's it. So, Mark, once again, there's us. We'll look up there and say thanks everyone for joining us.
Cheers,
Mark,
guys. Been fun, Ben.
Mate, you've been an absolute
mostly
champion.
enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Once again, that was a lot of fun. My first ever Calcutta bid, and I won. Excited by that. We'll be here all weekend from Rink 7, just out there. Perfect weather. Wisemans Park, Wollongong. Bowling Club, get here and have a look if you want for Decky Day at the end of NAIDOC week. We're here to celebrate a great man and support a brilliant charity and a brilliant cause. So thanks once again for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow, early 9 o'clock I think I kick off. Can't wait. Let's go.